a philanthropist, an inspiration, and now a rock star.
I'm a rock star today.
Yay!
Who knows what I'll be tomorrow? But I'm real excited because I have a whole new rock star album coming out soon.
Yes.
I got in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame recently, and I thought, well, I got to earn my keep, so I just up and done a rock and roll album.
This album is incredible. For everybody at home, just to let you know what's happening here, Dolly is treating the HSN customer just right. You know, you're giving us something totally exclusive. So the album, it's called Rockstar. We're going to get into the inspiration behind it, the songs that are on it, why you're going to love it. What I want to let you know is that this is exclusively for you, the HSN shopper. So here's what's different. You gave us exclusive cover art for the HSN customer. We get 3 extra bonus tracks just for the HSN customer. And if you're ordering tonight, it's a pre-order, which means you're going to receive it on November 17th or before. And that's the day it actually releases. So, I mean,
I know,
so many little
just
extra
in time
perks.
for Christmas.
Yes.
All of this stuff, we're going to have fun. But actually, we wanted to always have something special for the HSN.
I love that.
Yeah, because I've sold everything on the network here. Everything, I've got something to sell, and we have such a, group of fans out there that they love to just watch the show. And then if you've got something good to sell, they're all about it. Yeah.
And so you have been very busy. You mentioned your induction in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was a big honor.
Yeah, you've got your new book out. You've got all this exclusive HSN merch. We've got the new album. I mean, so tell me a little bit about Rockstar, what it is and why.
Well, you know, as we mentioned, I got put in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I didn't think I had earned my keep. So I thought, well, I'm going to ask some of these great artists that I met while I was being inducted into the Hall of Fame to, sing with me. And then I told them I was going to do a rock album. And so it took me a year to get it done, trying to track that many rock stars, because we got so many people on it. People like Paul McCartney, Ringo. Yeah, we got Elton John, we got Pink, we got who else we got? We got.
Why don't I tell you?
Stephen Tyler. You got. Yeah.
There's 30 tracks.
I know. You've got
there's a lot of music. So 9 of the tracks are Dolly originals. The rest are all amazing collaborations and covers. So we'll name a few. We've got Sting here. Kid Rock, Steven Tyler, Stevie Nicks, Peter Frampton. I love that, Baby, I Love Your Way.
Oh, don't you love him anyway? He played a lot of great guitar on even some of the other tracks.
Joan Jett, Chris Stapleton, Miley Cyrus,
Yay.
Pink and Brandi Carlile. I mean, this list, Elton John, Melissa Etheridge, even Lizzo and Sasha Flute. Like, we are just...
I know, she played the flute on Stairway to Heaven, she killed it, yeah.
Linda Perry, Sheryl Crow, Leonard Skinner, Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. I mean, it truly is quite the roster.
Michael McDonald. We had so many.
There's so many.
Great, yeah, there's so many that we've missed there. We don't have all day. I think I got everybody that's in the rock and roll field. But it was a great joy to do. And we have we have vinyls. 4 vinyls, and then we have a 2-set. Cassette on the actual stuff, and then we got, as you mentioned, the bonus.
So many goodies, and then 9 originals, also in addition to those, and those are incredible as well. And I wondered as I was listening to it, I'm like, were these written for this album specifically, or were these ones you had that fit the rock mode? I mean, how did they make it on? Well,
actually, only one is a song that I had before, and I'd recorded at different times. It's called Blue Tears. I did that one with Simon Le Bon from Duran Duran. I met him the night we were going into the Hall of Fame. And so I asked him if he'd sing with me, and I had just a song in mind for that one. But so the others, I wrote some of the songs with Kent Wells, who produced the album, did a great job on it. So we wrote some together. And then, of course, I wrote the title song, The Rock Star, and I channeled Joan Jett, who's also on the album, and the Blackhearts, but it was about a little, young girl trying to be a rock star. And but we have so many good things on here and so many great artists. Steve Perry, the joy of my life was getting to hear him say, I love Open Arms. So does my husband, Carl Dean, who's out there watching. I did a lot of the stuff, for Carl, some of the songs that he liked, because he's did you you finally get your
I got my
earpiece in?
earpiece, everybody.
We were having technical difficulties coming on. We said, "Oh, we don't need all that. We'll wing it."
You'd never know.
But now
it.
you know.
I'm
in case
with a
we
true
have
professional
a video.
here. I mean, your career spans. What is it? Music for over? No, it must be. You were 10 when you first started
I did.
singing.
So I've been at this over 60 years now.
Amazing.
6
Over
decades.
100
Here I am with
albums.
a rock album at my age. But it's a good album. I worked really hard trying to make it, something special. Because I really did want the people in the rock world to be proud of it too. I didn't want to just halfway do something. I wanted it to be good. So I put a lot of time and effort and hopefully talent in. Is your earpiece still not working?
There's no earpiece.
Well,
we don't need no earpiece.
Well,
right?
you know
Bring
what?
it
They
with Dolly.
show
It's gonna
stuff.
be you and
We
me.
only need that so when they say that we've got to show a video or something. So I guess if you see me doing something, just...
They were showing incredible footage of you just throughout your career, and it's iconic. And I think now you've done the rock. You've clearly done country, you've had bluegrass, you've done acting and the philanthropy. Is there anything you haven't done yet?
Well, yeah, there's lots of stuff. But
list?
yeah, I'm sure. But I just wake up with new dreams all the time. I mean, I didn't know that I'd have the opportunity to do this. But, timing is everything. So when they decided they were going to put me in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I said I got to earn it. So I didn't want to just be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and not have a rock album.
Love it.
And so I thought, well, I got to do it. Yeah. But I did understand, and in defense of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they did convince me. I said, well, if they said, we're putting you in anyway, I said, well, I'll accept it gracefully, because they told me that it's for people, not only just in the rock field, but people whose music have influenced other fields of music, and they said I qualified. So I did go, but I thought, well, I'm not one to miss out on time, and if I'm ever going to do a rock album, I'll do it now, because I'd kind of given up on the idea of doing it, because I was getting up there in years. I thought, well, who's going to believe me singing a rock album? But then it just laid itself right out.
You guys are going to love this CD so much. It's 2 discs inside. Mm-hmm. We mentioned it's 30 tracks, 9 of which are originals. The others are the collaborations. If you're purchasing it with us here at HSN, you get 3 bonus tracks as well, which makes it really fun and unique. You are going to receive this by November 17th. The price point is phenomenal. It's under $20. I mean, we so appreciate you bringing us something this special and making it more approachable for everybody out there, for our HSN customers.
Well, this is my network. I sell everything I do here. We thought, well, why not go ahead and throw the rock album out there? But yeah, and I have to say, you do so great here. At HSN, and I thought, well, if anybody can sell anything, they can. But it's also, people like to watch the show. I watch the show all the time. Yeah. I buy several things.
Yeah.
Some jewelry, some clothes,
I like
things.
that.
But I thought, well, why not? Because I like to come on the show, and we always get good ratings.
You ever want to come guest host? You come on.
Well, I'm
come on and be
do
a
it
host.
sometime. Well, I'm here now.
Absolutely.
I'm co-hosting with you. Because we're going to have to carry the whole thing, so I guess we can't show videos.
I know.
Right?
No, we will. You know what? Let's talk about one of your originals that has been getting so much buzz right now, World on Fire.
Yes.
It is such a powerful song. I saw the clip. We have some footage of it, too, where you were performing it at the ACM Awards. Mm-hmm. So moving. And I think we've got a clip that we'll play. We're going to take a chance since I don't have an earpiece, and we're going to see if we can roll it right now for you guys. Let's see what happens.
But that don't mean we don't stay in touch. Everybody's tripping over this or that. What we gonna do when we all fall flat? Liar, liar, the world's on fire. What we gonna do when it all burns down? I don't know what to think about us. When did we lose? In God we trust. God Almighty, what we gonna do if God ain't listening and we're deaf too? Liar, liar, the world's on fire. Joey got a knife, Janie got a sign to carry in the fight. Marching in the streets with sticks and stones, don't you ever believe work don't break bones. Oh, can we rise up? Can we show some love? Do we just give up or make a change? We know all too well we've all been through hell. Time to break the spell in heaven's name. Liar, liar, the world's on fire. What you gonna do when it all burns down? Fire, fire, burning higher. Still got time to turn it all around. Liar, liar, the world's on fire. What you gonna do when it all burns down? Fire, fire, burning higher. Still got time to turn it all Show some love. Still got time to turn it all around. Let's rise above. What you gonna do when it all burns down? Let's make a stand. What you gonna do when it all burns down? Let's lend a hand. Still got time to turn it all around. Let's heal the hurt. What you gonna do when it all burns down? Let kindness work. What you gonna do when it all burns down? Let's be a friend. What you gonna do when it all burns down? Let hatred end. What you gonna do? Liar, liar, the world's on fire. What you gonna do when it all burns down?
Well,
Wow.
didn't mean to play the whole thing.
I
Good thing
mean-
our earpieces went out. People need to hear that song.
Incredible. Is it true that song almost didn't even make it on? Like it was the
That's
last
true.
minute?
Kent had told me after we'd done about 30 songs, Kent said, Dolly, you can't record
That's enough.
every song that every rock and roller's ever done.
Yeah.
So we put it away, and I went home that very night, and this song just came to me because the way that everything's going on in this crazy world now, I just felt led to do it. I just felt like I was just pulled out of bed. I couldn't sleep, and I thought, why am I not resting?
Yeah.
So I got up, and this song just came to me, and I called Kent early the next morning. I said, we got to call another session. I got one more song I need to do. And so he said, I agree, after I went down and played it. So we did that one, and I just, it's real special to me because I felt like I needed to say that.
Right, and that performance was so cool.
Yeah, we
like I
did
love
that
the
at
dress. It looks like flames up underneath.
Oh, Steve Summers did that dress. Everybody
Oh, my
commented about having the, it's like the world.
Yeah.
And they stripped that away, but it's like, it was hot under there.
I bet.
I was hightailing it up.
Yeah.
But seriously, I thought that was a great piece.
I have to say, because I've had the honor of being able to listen to this for the last week or so, and it is a roller coaster ride of fun and emotion and highs and lows, and there's intense songs like that one, and then there's the really kind of pulled back and the ones that kind of hit you in the heart, right? That just really give you the feels. I had tears in my eyes during Wrecking Ball, which you did.
Oh, dear, with Molly. Well, Molly had to be on this record.
Oh, my gosh.
And I love that song.
Yeah.
And I just love how we sound together. So Molly's like my little fairy goddaughter. So we had to do that together. We had so many great artists on this and did so many great iconic songs. And so we had to have some iconic stars on there.
That's right. And I think we have a phone call, right? We have Isabel. Isabel is on the phone, and it's actually the perfect segue because she has a question about one of the songs that you did. So, Isabel, you are live. What is your question to Dolly?
Hi, Dolly. My question is, one of the covers on your new album is Purple Rain, which is one of my favorite songs. What made you want to include it?
Well, why not? If you're going to do a rock album, how could you not do Purple Rain? I've always loved Prince, and always related to Prince because we're both little and we like dressing gaudy and all that. But I just love that song. It's so singable, and ever since I heard it, I'm always going around singing Purple Rain, like everybody else. And I just felt like the reason I did not put a guest artist on that one because I felt like he was in the studio with me. I just could feel him. And so I just thought, well, I'm just going to do this one on my own, just me and the feeling of Prince. But thank you. I'm glad you loved that one.
I loved that one.
That's one of my favorites, too.
Yeah. Are there any other standouts? Like, I mean, obviously, you love them all. But were there any recording sessions or moments that were real, like, core memories for you while you were...
Well, there's lots of memories, especially the ones... I did a song with John Fogerty, and, of course, I love him from Creedence Clearwater Revival. I always loved the group. But John's a great writer, but rather than do something obvious, like Proud Mary, or another one of his great songs, so he came down to Nashville, and we went in the studio just like we did in the old days, and we had the band there, and we did it live together, right there in that moment with the band, just like how we used to record without all the technology and having to do it in one studio. But I love that moment, and I love that song. It's called, you know, like Leave a Light On. What I forgot. What is the name of that?
Yeah, and I've got to find what number it is. There's so many.
I know. 30. But anyway, that was a moment. Then my other special moment in the studio was Stevie Nicks. You know, she wrote a song years ago that she never got recorded. You know, and I really just loved getting in there with her because she was talking about all the different colors of the songs. That was a real fun one called What Has Rock and Roll Ever Done?
And Long As I Can See the Light.
Long As I Can See the Light. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about the light. I was thinking about the candle in the window. But yeah, but that's a great, great song, and I love working with John Fogerty on that. And Ann Wilson, when I did Magic Man, just hearing us in the studio
That one
together.
was fun.
Well, I had to keep up with her.
I was driving, and I'm like bopping around in the car, like, this is so good. You want to roll your windows down and like.
But I always loved that song, and boy, she's a great singer. So I was trying to really earn my keep on that one. I had to climb for that one, but
I would say you did it. Another standout that I've seen a lot of people talking about is Let It Be.
Oh yeah, that was Paul McCartney and Ringo. To have them two on a record of mine.
Both involved.
I know, and on that same one, you know, Mick Fleetwood played some percussion on that. I guess he was in the studio down there with Ringo, and Peter Frampton also played some guitar on that.
I mean, you got a whole new band there. This is an all-star band.
Yeah, new Beatles. But just the idea, because I love that song that Paul wrote, and I knew Paul a little bit. We'd met on different occasions, so he was one I felt like I could ask, and I thought I wouldn't be hurt if he couldn't do it. But he said, I'll not only sing, I'll play piano. And so he did. So, and I think that song has a great message to it, too.
Yeah. Did you feel any extra pressure doing this album where you're handling, I mean, these are some of the most iconic, listened to, legendary rock songs, and you're working with many of the artists. Yeah. Did you feel this kind of like, ooh, I got to do this right, or what are they going to think? Did they have input? How did that work?
Well, I did. I did all that. I wanted to do a really good album, and I wanted to choose songs, and as I've often mentioned, my husband is a huge rock and roll fan. For the 60 years that we've been together, that's all I've heard, you know, just rock and roll, rock and roll. So I chose a lot of his favorites, and I chose some that I liked. But I wanted to choose songs that I thought I could sing good, because it was important to me that the people's songs that I did choose to do, that they would be proud of it. And I tried real hard to sing real good and to do justice to those great songs. And getting to sing with some of these iconic artists was like a dream come true. So I just wanted the rock world to be proud of me, too, because I was stepping over into their field. They'd put me in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I'll take anything the country music wants to give me. But I didn't know if I could sing some of these songs that good. But when I got in the studio with Kent, you know, he loves rock and roll. I knew he was the perfect person to produce it, and he killed it. So he was a good guide for me. I'd say, am I over singing this? Am I too Dolly? Or am I praising it too much? And he said, no, but you got to stay on the beat. You got to do this. And so it was good. I worked with Kent real close on everything.
It is fun because it has the familiarity of these rock songs, but it has unexpected newness with the Dolly stamp on it as well. And I think you did such a great job, like blending the two. That must have been exciting for you as an artist to take on this new challenge, you know?
It was, because I didn't know if I could do it, but I knew I was going to try. I used to always think that I would at some point do a rock album, and then the years started going by, and I thought, anybody going to accept that now? But then when I did get in the Hall of Fame, I thought timing is everything, and maybe it's meant for me to do it.
Yeah.
So I'll always be proud that I did it. I hope it does well, but it's a hit with me, just getting to work with all those great artists and getting to sing all those great songs.
So fun.
Not just on the radio or sing along in the shower or sing with them, but to actually get in there.
It's out there.
And sing those songs is great.
The actual release date is November 17th. This has been a long-awaited album, and this is why we at HSN were so excited and honored that you're giving everyone first dibs. Essentially, if you're watching and you're ordering this right now, this is your pre-order, which means it will arrive to you on or before that release date of November 17th. So not only are you getting it immediately, you don't have to wait in line or hope you can get it on the website before it sells out, but you also are getting an exclusive version. So Dolly has provided some different things for you, exclusive cover art, which this is so cool. We're gonna dive into the fashion and the beauty of rock and roll as well, but also the 3 extra bonus tracks that you'll get. They're called Mama Never Said, which is another Dolly original.
Oh, yeah.
Hit Me With Your Best Shot, that's a fun one.
That been a jar.
Woo, and Rockin' It. So
That's
those are
the one I
extras
sang on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. When I thought I wrote a fun little song about that. You know, like I grew up loving Elvis and, you know, and Crazy Jerry Lee, you know, Little Richard, Chuck Berry and all those. They all had cast a spell on me. But I've been rocking it. I'll keep rocking it till the day I die. So all of us love rock and roll, even growing up like that. You always heard it. The Beatles and Elvis. Who didn't love that?
Right.
So I had enough of that inside me to think that I could maybe do justice to some of these songs.
You absolutely did.
And I hope it did.
Oh, you did. And you notice on your screen right now, so we're showing everybody at home more of the merch that we have available for you. So we have the exclusive 2-disc CD set. We also have your vinyl, which is so amazing. I mean, I think giftable when I see this because there's so much inside. There's 4 vinyls inside of this.
Well, people are really into the vinyls now. I was surprised.